again, you look at the finish.
Just
Charlie's
punching it.
finished here again.
I'm just hitting a punch down
That
there.
was beautiful. How's it going, everybody? Welcome to Meandmygolf. We're your coaches, Andy and Pearson. Today we've got a very special guest to talk about driving. We've got ladies touring professional. We've got the youngest ever Solheim Cup appearance, I think. 17 years old when you had your first win. Charley Hull, welcome. How are you?
Yeah, good, thank you.
Good.
That
Thanks
was
for joining
62
us.
on the last round as well.
62,
Yeah, it was,
last
yeah.
round to force a player.
Yeah.
Thanks for joining us. It's good to be here in Florida in warmer climates. And we thought today we'll pick your brains about driving. You're an incredible golfer, but driving is a strength of yours. You hit it hard. We've seen you hit a few warm-ups and it goes a long way. Can you talk a little bit, we talked briefly off camera, can you talk about what you tend to work on with your driver and sort of from a technique side of things with your coach?
So my coach is Matt Belsham and I have a lot of faith in him. I've been with him for 5 years and he's a great guy. At the moment we're kind of working on getting my swing a bit more free quarter, keeping it compact. I have a bit of a curve in my back on my backswing, so we call it the granny move, like because granny and granddad's backs are usually like that, so we try and get a bit more that way, so it's a bit more straighter. I showed you on the phone a minute ago, so yeah, I've just been working on that, more compact. Then on my downswing, if it's more compact, I don't underplane it because I shoot this right hip. I just try and stay on it a bit more and then into my tilts, and then hopefully it will go straight.
Yeah, so what we're basically saying, by getting this reverse spine, as we would call it, it's very easy for you then to do all sorts of reroutes, especially when you're a talented golfer like yourself. For the amateurs back home, we could have all sorts of problems going on. But I love the granny move. That's like it's a really simple concept, and I know you like to keep your golf simple.
Yes.
But let's watch you hit a few shots where you're feeling this three quarter.
Yeah.
I'm going to stand here and I'm going to check it.
I'll try and go pretty short on this one.
Yeah, it was good.
You can see my ball's drawing and then the wind's hitting it once it gets above them trees.
Yeah.
It's quite a strong,
Yeah,
it's quite a strong little wind out there today, isn't it?
Definitely some breeze out there.
And I think one of the things that that's very noticeable in your golf swing, Charley, and you mentioned it regarding your hips, is that you keep your lower body extremely stable and you don't have much turn. But you mentioned the hips maybe you're a little tight.
When I was 17 I fell over and I really hurt my hips, and ever since they haven't been the same. And whenever I get to an event, my hips are sit like this.
Okay.
So I'm always blocked, so then I always have to crack them into place.
Sounds nice.
Yeah, I know. So I'm going to have to... My coach is going to get me to see this guy, well, it was going to be this week, but we're in lockdown in England, so I can't in a minute. So around Christmas time, so I can do a lot of exercises to help strengthen it and stretch it and help me do that move, and that should get me a bit more power.
Yeah.
But when I was younger, I always used to have a trigger move, you know, like Matthew Wolf's like that. Mine used to be a forward press, and I would used to squat and then squat into my backswing, where a lot of people go that way.
Yeah.
I've always been a bit of a squatter into it, and I think that's my strange little move. But it works for me, and yeah.
Yeah, well, look, I mean, the way you hit your drive is great, and I want to hit some more now, and just hit another one for us doing this three quarter, and then we'll get into a few different scenarios, because again, you keep that simple. Very athletic setup, and Andy, if we were to finish, that's a great shot. If we were to finish like that with the club shaft hitting off the back of the head, I think we'd be in a lot of trouble.
Everyone keeps going on about this whack to the back of my neck.
I bet you don't even feel it, do you?
I never ever noticed it until I came on Instagram. Like, my manager used to always do my Instagram until the beginning of the year. When she says, we want you to do your Instagram and engage with your followers a bit. And I was like, okay, so I'll put my swings up. And then they're like, why do you hit your neck? When do you do this bump movement? I'm like, I said to my coach, do I really do this? He's like, yeah, but...
doesn't matter.
Like, I don't, it goes again. I'm like, yeah, I have no clue that I've done it until people say.
Well, that's a good note, being more engaged on social media. So we'll actually put in there the social media handles in there that she wants you to follow on, obviously.
Thanks.
So just do us a favour now. So let's just say that we wanted to hit a fade. Now, I know you keep this real simple, but with this wind off the left, what's your thought process when playing a fade?
I just think I'll take it down the left-hand side of the fairway and just squeeze onto the right. The wind is off the left, so it's going to drift a little bit more. So I usually would tee it down a little bit lower.
Okay, that's great for a fade, obviously.
And I think that the unique thing about you, Charley, you were talking as well, that you don't like to have numbers, you don't like to get bogged down with too many technical things, you're very much a feel player.
So basically, when I underplane it a lot, my coach does get me to hit quite a few fades, because it makes you come down on top of it a bit more. Yeah. So I'll be doing that. And I'll hit a few.
But I love that, yeah, so teeing low, aiming a little bit further left.
I haven't hit a fade yet with this new driver. So.
Oh, here we go. Interesting. I mean, it's a great fade. Interesting finish though there. So it definitely was more held off.
Yeah, I was just trying to punch it a little bit more. Keep it because I felt like if I hit it high, it's going to ride on the wind a little bit too much, and I can't control it. Where the wind is off the left, so I'm just kind of, I didn't realise actually I'd done it, but now I know that I've done it. I'm telling you what I've done. So I just kind of felt it and done it.
Again, all instinct, isn't it, Andy? It's all about thinking.
Brilliant.
This is the great thing about this. Anyone looking at this at home now, it's not thinking so much about positions. It's doing a few keys in the setup, but very much when Charlie's telling us how to play this fade, she's looking over there. So she has the image of what she wants, and she's just trying to create that.
I think that we talk about this all the time. I know we've done some stuff with Carl Morris, and we're always talking about, does the shot create the swing or the swing create the shot? Now what you're doing is you're seeing the shot that you want to play,
Yeah, and I'm playing
and
it.
you're letting the swing just produce it without thinking.
Yeah.
A lot of people are there going, right, I want to play a draw. What do I do?
I know. Yeah,
You're just reacting to
and
actually
to be
what you
fair,
want.
if someone said to me do that, I probably wouldn't be able to do it. I just have to picture it, feel it, and do it. Earlier we'd done a challenge and you had to skip it across the water.
Yeah.
And I was just drawing it way too much. I only got one on the green. Like, I was absolutely terrible at it.
It's one more than us.
Yeah, and I was just drawing it too much. But I think because I had to hit a straight shot and I couldn't really see the shot, so I couldn't imagine it and I couldn't do it. I was getting really frustrated.
That's interesting though, isn't it? You've got to have that vision
Yeah,
out there
vision.
to fit it for sure.
And I play better on longer and tighter golf courses. Like the tighter golf courses, the much more I prefer it.
Okay, cool. Andy,
Okay,
you got one for
well,
us?
let's go. Yeah, so I mean, this is quite a it's a narrow entrance here, but
Yeah.
actually, let's say you've got a really tight fairway.
Yeah, see, the thing is, this is kind of a tight fairway because if you hit it offline, you're in the rubbish.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's a wide fairway, but it's a tight fairway.
It's
if you
a,
get
yeah,
me.
you're punished if you're offline,
Like
aren't you?
if you're missing it, you don't want to be playing here.
So what would you do then if you wanted to say hit like a low bullet that you
Yeah.
wanted to just get on the fairway and get running? That's like a safety shot. What would you do and how would you play that?
3/4 low it, just hit it low.
Okay.
See how, look, I mean, when Charlie addresses that, just put the club behind the ball there. Look how low that is. I mean,
Yeah.
it's like
It's like three-wood level,
isn't
that
it?
is,
Yeah.
Again, you look at the finish.
Just
Charlie's
punching it.
finished here again.
I'm just hitting a punch down
That was
there.
beautiful.
Get it down there. That's one of them shots where you just get it down there, and say for instance I could reach that water, but I probably couldn't because it's about 350 away. I'm just hitting like a chippy drive, punching it down there. It's getting on the fairway. It's rolling. It's not carrying too far, and I know it's just going a bit further than my 3-wood.
Okay. So let's do one more to finish with. Let's
What-
say
what
you've
do I-
got.
a draw.
Let's go high draw. Let's go
Okay.
240 carry over water.
I'm not the biggest fan of hitting high draws because I get scared I'm going to block it,
Okay.
but I'll hit one because I do have to hit them sometimes.
Okay.
I'm just one of these. I've got a weird thing. Most people can talk to a fade and can't
Yeah.
talk to a hook.
Yeah.
I can talk to a hook, but I cannot talk to a fade. I hate
Really?
anything going right.
Okay.
Okay.
A bit like you, Pierce, actually.
Yeah, I'm the
You
same.
don't like that
I'm the
either.
same.
Okay, very
Maybe
nice.
You should play them. Look at that.
Yeah, you should play
So
them.
that's just like a high, it's kind of draw.
That's
Just
awesome.
getting it.
And a very different finish there. I mean, again, if you think about what's been consistent with Charlie today, the one thing that's been different on every single shot is the through swing.
Mm-hmm.
How you on that through swing, you were more out and up and much more of a full
Yeah.
finish, where on the other ones, we're more down and low and
Yeah.
shorter finish really. It's massive.
Yeah.
I could watch the hit shots all day.
Should we eat one more?
One more.
I
Okay.
should hit a normal one, shall I?
Charlie,
normal
you choose,
one, yeah.
You choose what you want.
Let's just have a
So
look at this golf
3/4,
swing.
keep an eye if it's just that
Coach,
3/4.
the coach is watching. Yeah, very good. Okay, again, right in the middle of the fairway.
Probably the best
the
one to
wind-
finish.
the
That's
wind
just the
just
wind
took that,
pushing that
but-
over.
Yeah, that's good. That's middle of the fairway.
Yeah.
Awesome.
Really nice.
Charlie, that was really good. I mean, the good thing is, look, if you're watching this, please, you can get involved in loads of swing thoughts, but just keep it really, really simple and imagine the shot that you've got to play. And let's, as Andy said, let's see if the shot you want to play, that imagination, can actually affect the golf swing.
Definitely, Charlie. Thanks for your time.
No
Good
worries.
luck. Where's the best place for the guys to follow you on social media? Is it Instagram or?
Instagram, yeah, mostly on Instagram. So
Okay, we'll put that in the description
Yeah.
down below. Make sure you do, and good luck this season.
no, thank you very much.
Thank you.
Cheers.